It is officially Western Art Week here in Great Falls, Montana, and the top event at this year's festivities is, of course, the Russell Main Auction. That's taking place on Saturday, March 16th at the Heritage Inn. And one of the standout pieces selling this year just happens to be painted by a Lewistown, Montana native. We're joined today by Mr. Toby Sauer. And I tell you what, Toby, this is a beautiful piece that is lot number 94. We're both Lewistown, Montana natives. What's it like coming here and debuting this painting? Let's just talk about this Sharps-inspired Montana painting.
You know, growing up, my heroes were artists. They were Charlie Russell, and to be here at the Russell with this piece, and growing up, Sharps was a huge part of, the movies that I loved, and getting to work with the Sharps Rifle Company to paint this painting was a really cool experience, and I'm really excited to be here and paint, hope it goes well.
Now, you mentioned your collaboration with the C. Sharps Arms Company out of Big Timber, Montana, and I like to really look at this as it's art and craftsmanship coming together, because not only is this one-of-a-kind piece selling during the Russell Main event, but the buyer will also go home with a Sharps rifle as well. How did this collaboration come about? And what was it like really having a piece that you had, to inspire you as being a part of that painting?
So our wives know each other, and we developed a friendship through that. And Zach, the C Sharps, found a rifle that we could base a piece on. So it's a historic gun. It's serialized, the same number as the historic gun, and with my added TES initials. So it's real special. So.
Well, you mentioned Zach Schoffstall is joining us here today. Of course, he's with the C Sharps Arms Company out of Big Timber, family-owned company for over 50 years. What's it like having the craftsmanship that your team down in Big Timber puts together into these showcased in artwork as well?
It's super exciting. I mean, I met Toby through our wives, actually. Growing up in Big Timber, not far from Lewiston, an opportunity to work with a Western artist. We've historically worked with a few great ones, Ralph Hines being one. But Toby's art is exceptional. And to be able to inspire him with a piece and then work towards a historically based piece with a rifle based on a historical rifle shipped out west in 1875 and inspired Toby's cowboy, I think it's just super cool, and I'm real excited about it.
Well, as we look at this rifle, it's actually going to be a 45-70 caliber, because that's a little bit easier of a round to get. But how many hours went into building this fine piece of equipment?
Great question. We're a low-volume manufacturer, C Sharps Arms is. It's about 60 to 70 man-hours for an 1874 Sharps to come out of our facility. My dad founded it almost 50 years ago, and we've been in Big Timber since 1981.
And what's it mean for this collaboration? I think of those old Winchester posters of the cowboy with his rifle and a grizzly attacking him. This is what inspires me when I look at this piece of art. What's it like with this collaboration?
That's exactly it. When Toby had this idea, he was feeding off of that old turn of the 20th century Winchester poster. Old Reliable is a Sharps trademark, originally trademarked in about 1875, 1876, because of its reputation on the prairie. So it's just feeds in line with Western history and Montana heritage with tradesmen, tradecraft, and Toby's art.
Well, Zach, thanks for sharing a little more on the history of C Sharps and also just what goes into it. Toby, we talked about all the hours that went into this, but when you're visualizing a painting like this, what is the process like that goes into something that one lucky bidder is going to be able to take home?
Oh, it's quite a process. I come up with an idea, and then we'll go out and hire models to get inspired, and then I'll go back to the studio and build the painting, and that takes almost longer to build the painting than to actually paint it. So to actually paint it takes me maybe a week and a half, something like that. But, I hope somebody really enjoys this, because there's a lot of love going into it.
Now, Toby, obviously you grew up in central Montana, and so many of the Charlie Russell paintings that are hanging on the very wall here at the C.M. Russell Museum were inspired by those landscapes. What's it mean to you to be able to be on the wall here at the C.M. Russell Museum where Charlie's paintings are hanging, and also all your other peers in the art world here this week?
Oh, it's an amazing experience. It's a lifelong dream. I'm just sad my dad can't be here to see it. That's kind of painful. So.
Well, again, I know Daryl Sauer's looking down on us here today, but again, this is lot number 94. This is going to be the main Russell event on Saturday there at the Heritage Inn. More details can be found online. I know this is going to be you're going to have to purchase this in person. We did have some issues with the online bidding, but make sure and get down to the Russell auction or call someone that's going there for this piece. And Toby, you also have a stall over there at the Heritage Inn as well. What room are you in?
174, so I'd love to see you over there.
All right, well, there's more artwork over there at the Heritage Inn as well. Stop by, see Toby in room number 174 at the Heritage Inn. And I tell you what, friends, this is going to be a fun piece to watch sell on Saturday night. Lot number 94, featuring a Montana artist and a Montana gun. You can take home both the painting and this Sharps rifle along the way. Thanks for joining us here as we kick off Western Art Week in Great Falls, Montana. I'm Lee Nordlund. Catch you next time.